Hi.
This is Sunday, August 14th, not August 14th, this is August 31st, 2014.
Yes.
And we're at the 42nd Annual Family Roots Picnic. And this is the Roots Voices Project. And the Roots Voices Project is here today to collect the stories of Northwest African Americans and their collective contributions to the Northwest, or just their memories of growing up and being in the Northwest. The project will archive the video at the Black Heritage Society of Washington State. So, Jennifer, would you say your entire name?
Okay, my name is Jennifer Jackson Barnett.
Okay. And Jennifer, could you tell us about growing up in the Northwest, growing up in Seattle, going to school, living here, just anything you'd like to share with us today about being in the Northwest?
Okay, when you ask, when I think of my early formative years, I guess it would be starting school, grade school. I remember starting my first day, and I really enjoyed school. I went to Summit Elementary School. Summit, yes, and I loved that school. And the one thing that I always remember, I loved all my teachers, but the one thing that always stands out when I think about elementary school is every year you have your vaccinations that you have to take. And I always remember coming through the front door smelling the medicine that they use for the injections. The nurses in the whites, yes, their white hats, their white dresses, their white shoes. And that was never a good day. But of course, once you got the shot and your arm hurt for a day or two, then after that, those few days are gone, everything was fine until the following year. But I remember being away so many years and coming back in town. Sometimes I like to go to the old areas where I grew up, and I always want to go back to the school just to see what it looks like. And the first time I tried to do that, I couldn't find the school. And then when I did find it, the school looked so small. The school looked so tiny. And I couldn't understand why. And then I realized, oh my gosh, when you're little, everything looks so big. Everything looks so big. So now since I'm much older and bigger, the school is small.
Well, were you in middle school?
I went to Summit Grade School. Junior high, I went to Washington Junior High.
Oh, right a few blocks from
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And then I went away for a couple of years. I went to school in Los Angeles, and then I came back in my senior year, and I went to Garfield.
Oh.
So I graduated from Garfield in '66.
Garfield Bulldog.
Yes, yes, yes. I enjoyed that. And then just before graduation, I did get a job. Just before graduation, working at First National Bank. And the way that happened, which was unusual, there was a woman from the employment division at the bank, came to the school, came to our business class, and she wanted about 8 students from the business class that she wanted to interview, and I was one of them, and that's how I got my first job. So after I graduated, I worked at the First Bank for 4 years.
See, that's really interesting, but without doing a whole lot of the math on when you might have been in high school and graduating, that would have been really unique for First Bank.
Yes, yes, that was well, I graduated in '66. It was, and actually what was happening, they were integrating the bank. There were no African Americans working in the bank. And so that's what that was all about. I finally realized that's what was happening.
Were you one of the first African American women or men to work?
Work there, yes. Yeah.
Was that the downtown branch?
It was. It was. Yes.
What was that experience like?
Well, it was my first job. I was happy to be there. I didn't really have to pound the pavement looking for a job right out of high school. So that worked well, and I was there 4 years. And the first 2 years, I enjoyed it a lot. The third year, I was liking it. And the fourth year, I needed a change. I was done with it. I needed a change, and yeah. So from there, I left the bank, and then I went with the airline.
Did you grow up in the Central District?
I did. In fact, speaking about coming back home, going to the old areas, so I wanted to go to the area where we grew up, our house, and I couldn't find it either because Seattle University sits on that property. It's right off Jefferson, yeah. The university covers that area, so there is no house there at all. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of changes.
A lot.
So your home that was on Jefferson, was it close to the hospital?
No, I can't really remember the exact address, but it was, I want to say off 11th Avenue, but I think it was near Jefferson. But the university is so big, it's hard to pinpoint exactly where it was, because I was so young then. But it has changed, and the whole area has changed. And in that area, growing up when I was young, the kids around there, we were free-spirited. We could run around the whole neighborhood, be gone all day, no problem. Come home, eat your snack, eat your dinner, go back out again, pick up bottles, go sell them. Yeah.
Today.
Oh God, today you cannot do that. You cannot do that. My nieces and nephews.
I think of that too. I used to run through my neighbors' backyards, and today if a small child would, kid were to run through somebody's backyard,
Yes.
they'd be on the phone with the police.
Yes.
So yeah, there's been huge changes here in Seattle. And you were at Washington Middle School too before you moved to Garfield. Do you recall any experiences from Washington Middle School?
Nothing that really stands out too much. I enjoyed all my school years.
Did you have any African American teachers, educators at all?
I did. Elementary school, I had one, and that was 4th grade. And she was the only one in the school. And then middle school, I'm thinking maybe about 4. And then high school, there weren't that many in high school either. Not here in Seattle, no. Yeah.
And so when you finished at, or when you left Seafirst Bank, was that when you left Seattle?
Yes. In fact, when I left Seafirst, I left Seattle maybe about 3-4 days after that.
And how long have you been back?
I came back in 07. So I had been away for about 33 years, so I came back in 07.
So that would, when you talk about the changes and the significant changes, that makes a lot of sense to me that you go back to these neighborhoods and you don't see anything of what you recognize.
No, because when I come back in town, I'm like a tourist almost. I get in my car and I drive around and I can't find places, and then I find new places. It's just so different, and sometimes it doesn't even feel like home.
But are you reconnecting, or you found people that...
Yeah.
Like places like this?
And like this, yes. Just like this, yes. So that's exciting. And when I came back in 07, I know the world has become so global, so we have many different people coming in. So when I came back to live here permanently, it's like, gee, where is everybody? Because there's so many new people here.
So many new people, and the community spread so wide.
Yes, and many people have moved in different directions.
Because when you were growing up in the Central District, you probably had a number of neighbors that were African American.
Yeah. Yes.
And now the population of African Americans has really moved outside.
That's what I hear. Yeah. Because I would ask, where's everybody? So I would hear they've moved south, or some have moved north, some have just moved out.
And at that time, we had Black-owned businesses.
Yes.
In the Central
Yes. Yeah.
And that's changed so significantly.
Even when I drive down Jackson, and then I go into the International District, I said, oh my gosh. Then I have to stop and think, where am I? sometimes you have to stop and think, where am I? Uh-huh.
Well, are you actively employed right now?
Oh, I am.
Seattle?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I work at the airline, so I've been with them quite a while.
right.
So I've been with them quite a while. Yeah.
Right. Alaska?
No, I know
Okay.
this is their home, right? No, I'm with the other airline,
Okay,
United.
the other one. All right. Okay. So it was really good to hear that you come to visit the African American Museum.
Mhm.
You've been in to the exhibit. The museum is just going on 6 years old.
Yes.
So
Yes. This is a nice spot for it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember when this was like Coleman Elementary School at all?
I don't remember because, like, I left so many years ago. I remember the building. I remember the building. Yeah. Yeah.
And the struggle to get the museum.
That's, yeah. When I would come in and out of town, I would read about the struggles they're trying to go through to get this set up.
Yeah,